Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy the Crystal Skull vodka.
Okay.
Okay.
The Dan Aykroyd vodka.
I'll pick you up. Don't worry about gas or anything. We'll buy the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna drink it. We're not gonna open it.
Absolutely.
It's gonna sit on the shelf, and we're gonna wait 50, 60 years until Dan Aykroyd's dead, and they don't make the vodka anymore.
I think they're going to continue making the vodka.
No, they're not going to. No, this stuff is short-lived. I'm just saying, we're going to sit on that, and then when it becomes worth hundreds of dollars, we're going to split it. We're going to make a profit.
Here's what I'm thinking. We go all in.
What do you mean all in?
We buy like
more than 100
cases.
Well, no, because then they're going to they're going to be like, oh, this shit's selling, and then that's not how that works, you know?
But over the next 60 years, that'll all mellow out.
We need to do some research on this. So I'm down with buying 2 bottles of it. 2 bottles, $60 each. I think they only have like one at a time, though.
Dan Aykroyd only lets them have one.
Well, I mean, they filter it through diamonds, so...
Shitty diamonds.
And I turned to him and I said, Dan...
That's not enough.
What in the actual fuck? What is it? It's just called Crystal Skull.
I think so.
Oh, shit. Crystal Skull. Crystal Skull vodka. I think we need to find out who exactly is making it. Okay, so...
Speaking of Crystal Skull, go ahead. You found something?
I found its wiki page.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around for over a decade, so, I mean, I don't know.
We should try all the celebrities.
I also just said in 60 years it might be worth something.
Yeah.
I also forgot that, like, I might be dead because I'd be, 78.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'd be 88 years old.
But I would only be
70 something.
81 years old.
Oh, right.
So I'd still be kicking.
There's varieties. There's what the? Oh my god. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's fucking psycho.
I love Dan Aykroyd.
One of the okay, so
don't listen to him, Dan.
There's a peaches and cream flavor, and then it says it comes in a sweet corn flavor.
Yep, I'm into it.
It's disgusting. Like, vodka's gross as it is. You want it to taste like corn? I mean, it's probably, I don't know what they're making it out of corn, right?
Corn is easily the best. It's not really a vegetable.
I don't know what corn is.
Isn't it like a fiber?
I don't even know.
Like a wheat.
I mean, all I know is, like, your body doesn't digest that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're eating it.
I was in a porta potty the other day, and written on the wall, it just said, I don't remember eating corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's delicious.
Corn
on the cob.
As I was saying, corn is probably the best side. Maybe potato, because I mean, you got French fries, you got mashed potato, you got hash browns,
twice baked.
Yeah, you got a lot with a potato.
Hash browns are good.
Yeah, potato is probably the most versatile food.
Yeah,
it's really good. You got potato chips.
There's a lot of potato in this meatless. It's called Meatless Farms.
You can get potato bread, potato donuts.
Yeah, I've never had those.
I haven't either. I stopped at a place, or I wasn't driving. We stopped at a place before work, and the other 2 people got potato donuts, and I didn't get any. And then one of the guys dropped all of his on the ground.
And he still ate them.
Yeah, he dusted them all.
Yeah.
He said they were crunchy.
Mean, like...
It was sandy.
Yeah, but, like, who hasn't eaten sand before? If you've ever been to the beach, there's always sand in your sandwich.
If I dropped a donut, maybe I'd be willing to go for it on one donut, not 6.
Yeah, it would depend on where you are. Was this in Bangor?
No, it was at a construction site.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really a construction site. It was like a National Guard place where construction was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, 5-second rule, no. I see, in my mind, the second anything touches the ground, it's contaminated. Which doesn't really make much sense.
You know.
I mean, why is this table cleaner than your floor?
Because I wash my table and I don't put my feet on my table.
You don't wash your floor?
I've
I've seen people put their feet on the tables before.
Have you seen me put my feet on
No,
my table?
I haven't seen too much, but I don't know what you do here when I'm not here.
And even if I did, I would be wearing my sweet new Vans. I've had for like 3 weeks.
I got some sweet new Vans too. You know, I like these more than Converse because Converse seems to fall apart immediately. These are actually like holding up.
Yeah.
Like this is actually like a decent quality shoe for the same price.
Yeah.
I used to love Converse too, so I almost feel like I'm gonna get like a dart shot in my neck because those are the only shoes I've ever worn. Yeah.
We should probably introduce ourselves. This is James and Jordan Talk to the Internet.
Right.
Episode 9.
I don't know.
I think it's episode 9.
Yeah, episode 9. And I don't know. Are we gonna? I
think we should save it for episode 10. Double. Well, don't spoil it.
Oh, we have a new.
Shut up.
What do you? How is that spoiling it?
It needs to be cool. Nobody can know. I'm bleeping all of it. Double digits. Something's coming. Listen to find out.
Do you realize how, like, if anyone was listening to this and actually was enjoying this, how disappointed they would be when they find out what the secret thing is that's going to be on the next episode? Is just like the shittiest thing in the world.
I think that if they're listening this far, their expectations have been set pretty low.
Yeah, that's true. I think we should add vocals to it.
I agree.
Good, we're on the same page. Okay.
So I'm James. I don't know if I already said that.
Yeah. And I'm Jordan.
You are?
Yeah. Who else would this be?
I don't know. We might have guests one day. It could happen.
Yeah.
Especially if we get more space and more money. Which all seems to be tracking, you know? So anyway, let's talk about how you specifically are going to a Stargate convention in Vancouver.
I'm not going to a Stargate convention in Vancouver.
For $800.
No, it's not going to happen.
Did you read any of those things I sent you?
It was like gibberish. I don't know what any of that stuff is.
Did you know what was going on?
I get that it was like a package and that you got to go meet people who are part of the show or something.
I think the one guy.
And then there was one where it's like you could have like breakfast with him.
Yeah.
And I thought that was weird.
They do that at Disney World.
With who?
Like a guy dressed up as Winnie the Pooh.
And does he actually eat food?
No, he just kind of walks around the little area. It's not like a one-on-one thing. It's like you get to eat breakfast in this hotel lobby while a guy dressed as Winnie the Pooh walks around.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
You know, I actually met Mickey Mouse when I was in Disneyland years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was he nice?
I was shocked. He had like powder like on his nose.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a wreck.
Yeah.
Like you would think he was like a really cool guy, but he's not. He's like
sounds like
clearly
he is a cool guy.
No, like
everything you're describing sounds really cool.
He reeked of booze. He had coke all over his little like
cool.
Nah, you would think it was cool, but it wasn't. It was sort of like
smoking a cigarette. Was he ripping a butt?
He tried to like hide that. Like he tried to put it out really quick when I came over with.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're 3 for 3.
But no, I heard he has like 3 DUIs. Like he's not even allowed to drive a car anymore.
4.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing cooler than breaking the law.
No, the thing is like
innocent people.
It was probably cool for maybe like a week, and now he's just a train wreck. Have you met Mickey?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think?
I think this was before.
Oh, he was yeah. I think like
in one of his sober periods.
Yeah, like no, something happened.
Also might have been his brother standing in. Morky Mouse.
Morky, I've never met him. Minnie Mouse was there too, but I went to their house. Was she wearing like a lot of makeup? She was, because she's God, she was born in like the 30s, right?
Yeah.
She's old. But I think that was part of the problem is like Mickey couldn't get it up when he was looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he actually like had an affair. And
was this with Jessica Rabbit?
It might have been.
Is that what the movie was about?
Which one's that? Jessica Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh yeah. It's a good movie.
It is a very good movie. Bob Hoskins is in it.
No, I mean, he's a mess. He's
Bob Hoskins? He's
no,
dead.
no, Mickey Mouse. Well, yeah, sure.
R.I.P. When did he die?
I have no idea. The other guy's alive, right? The villain, Back to the Future.
Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Pretty
I
sure.
don't know how old he is. He
Like,
could be dead. Sean Connery's dead, right?
yeah, that's weird.
Sean Connery. I died. Never let die.
He wasn't in that one.
He could have been.
That was Roger Moore.
No, I disagree. I
Okay.
think it was Sean Connery.
Okay,
in all of them.
do you want to watch it?
That's not even how he talks.
No,
What
it's not. It's not like Sean Connery.
Wait, what was the other guy we were going to look up and see if he was dead?
Christopher Lloyd. Back to the Future is a good movie. All of those movies are good. I mean, the first one's obviously the best.
He is, yeah, he's alive. He's 82.
Told you. Michael J. Fox is like 50, right?
He must be like close to 60.
So he was 20, he's like 22 in Back to the Future. 1.
Yeah, he's 59.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox is a cool guy.
Yeah. His
I'm
whole
glad you did an imitation of him.
what are you talking about? It's a little shaky. But his whole thing for Parkinson's that he runs his little like nonprofit thing.
The Michael J. Fox Foundation, I think it's called.
Yeah, probably. But they,
Whoa,
it was cool.
I want to
mean,
get famous and name it something completely random, like I don't know.
Sarah Jurassica Parker Dinosaur Land Foundation.
I was gonna say
And people
like,
will be like, "What the fuck?"
well, you could do it. You could do like a political thing, and fund something that a politician is against, and then name it after them.
Donald Trump's
Yeah,
environmental.
yeah, or like Sarah Palin's abortion clinic.
They put the babies back inside of people.
That'd really get her.
Yeah.
What's Sarah Palin been up to? More crazy stuff? She's crazy, right?
No, she got out of politics.
She's
I don't know,
crazy though, right?
I wouldn't say she's crazy. I think she was just not prepped at all for that campaign.
I think she's not the brightest.
She wasn't
light
qualified for what she was doing, I don't think, at the time.
She's governor of Alaska, right?
Yeah. But she stepped down from that, I think. Well, this is all years ago. I don't know. I have no idea. Sarah Palin has not been in the news for a while. And John McCain's dead, so.
The last thing I saw of Sarah Palin was an interview with her before Trump was elected. And so she was saying how she read all of Donald Trump's books. And that's why she supported him.
I don't think he wrote any of those.
And
I think they were all from
the interviewer
ghostwriters.
asked which books, and she said all of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Anything, So what's new? What's going on?
I saw something in the news I wanted to talk about, but I forget what it was. Probably not important. I do want to say that, alright, I already talked about how you said the shrimp tails and the cinnamon toast crunch wasn't going to be a big deal, and then it was everywhere.
I said it was probably fake.
I just want to, you know. Oh, we should buy all the celebrity booze, like Dwayne Johnson's tequila, Dan Aykroyd's vodka. I think Ryan Reynolds has some gin. We should buy all of it.
Can we turn some lights on?
Yeah.
And why?
Just
That stuff's really expensive.
taste test it, you know, see how Dwayne's juice compares to
I can
Dan
tell you.
Aykroyd's secretions.
No, I mean, I can. Although Slipknot put out some whiskey recently. I think it's called 9. I did kind of want to buy that. It's
You
like
don't
a
want to
limited
buy some
batch.
tequila from Dwayne Johnson?
No.
Do you not trust Dwayne Johnson with his tequila?
I highly doubt that guy drinks because he's like a bodybuilder and is constantly working and working out.
He's so big.
Yeah, he's fucking huge. He could probably rip my arms off.
I think that he could pick you up with one arm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm like 130 pounds. That's nothing. You know what that guy probably like, was it deadlift? When you flip the thing and chuck it? Like he's probably doing
No.
like.
That's something else. Deadlift is when you squat down and you pick it up and you just pull it up to like your waist. You mostly use your legs and your core.
Yeah, and bench press is when you're like on your back.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, like at the Olympics when they lift it up and they do this. And they flip it over. And then they
Then
do
they
that.
yeah. No, I want
This is really great for an audio podcast.
I want Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I want him to give me a piggyback ride. That's my one wish in life.
I want Kevin Hart to give me a piggyback ride.
No, he's small though.
Yeah.
He's like 5 something.
So it'd be really funny. You would be on Dwayne Johnson's back and I'd be on Kevin Hart's.
I want Dwayne The Rock Johnson to give Kevin Hart a piggyback
I
ride.
want Kevin Hart to give Dwayne Johnson a piggyback ride.
I would like to see that as well. Probably even more, actually. Anyway, we were talking about the celebrity vodka.
Mm-hmm.
So I have actually, I still have the bottle. I put Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull.
Mm-hmm.
I kept the bottle.
Yep.
That's what I put my loose change in. It looks cool. That's why I bought it. Compared to other vodkas, talking cheaper vodkas, Dan Aykroyd's vodka is shit. There's no other way to say it.
So you think
It's
the
not
$10 bottle of vodka I have on my shelf
What brand is it?
I don't know. Something. It's in the back. Who cares? Figure it out later.
That one's probably like the same. It basically like,
Don't kick me.
I don't know what that was.
That was my foot.
Yeah, well, why are your feet all?
I'm
up in my grill?
chillaxing.
Whatever.
You
Yeah.
not see
So
the whiskey.
yeah, don't drink too much of that.
Don't tell me how to drink.
Have a blue moon.
I don't want a blue moon.
It's not even 5 o'clock.
It's 4:56.
Yeah, it's close enough.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, but you're just gonna go from like this to like that quickly
No,
if
I'm
you're
gonna
drinking
sip
whiskey.
this. I'm gonna sip
All right,
this over
sip it.
like an hour.
Over an hour, okay, and you're fine.
I'm not gonna have any more. I probably won't finish this one.
Because that would have, if that were me, that would have been gone like within 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mistake it for water sometimes.
This is brown. This is brown liquid.
The plumbing's all fucked up at my house.
Can you light it on fire like Flint, Michigan?
There's just fire coming out of the shower. No, anyway, so like you can get Roika or Rika. It's a vodka that's imported from Iceland. It's award winning. It's like $20 or $21. Dan Aykroyd's vodka is like $60 something.
Yeah.
Roika or Rika, however you say it, that is hands down like vodka is, you're drinking vodka to get fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Mhm.
not like but as far as like, that's the only vodka I've ever had in my life that you could drink straight and be like, oh, this is,
There's more here than just
Like-
alcohol.
yeah, like you can almost taste like glacier water and it's weird. You like buy a bottle of it, but like, yeah, that's reasonably like, it's a little bit more pricey than like obviously like the super shit stuff you could get, but it's a lot cheaper than Skull vodka and it's a lot better.
I have a question though.
The bottle doesn't look as cool. It still looks cool, but it's not as cool as the Skull.
Well, that kind of leads into my question. Did the creators of this vodka that you have endorsed,
Rika?
how many of them were in Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2?
Okay, so Probably none of them, but I could be wrong. Let me give this a look.
What if one of them's an actor? It's like the what was the movie we were watching the other day where everybody was in Terminator? It was Looney Tunes.
Oh, Back in Action. Is that the guy from Terminator? If you wanna have a good time, get yourself a bad girl. Is this a kid's movie?
Daffy Duck's eyeballs fall out.
Didn't roll around his snout. All right, Roika Vodka Ghostbusters punched in on Google. Let's see what pops up.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't wait.
No Ghostbusters. It just says 10 affordable vodkas you can always count on. So basically, the internet and everybody agrees with me that this is.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Crystal Skull then, because that has one person who was in Ghostbusters, and they have 0 people who are in Ghostbusters.
So,
Ghostbusters being one of the greatest movies of all time.
So when do you want to road trip it down? I got Thursday off. I want to go down to the down to Farmington Ron's.
Well, I don't have Thursday off. I have weekends off.
Well, I'll see what's going on. Everybody I work with is dying, so they're kind of desperate.
Probably gonna make a lot of money.
I'm already up like 50 hours, so I'm really excited about my next paycheck. All right, they're different flavors. Like a small batch minute. Oh, they make it in shots too. I've never seen those. Yeah, Rika Vodka. It's better than Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull.
But not.
And now a word from our.
Not in Ghostbusters.
No, it's not. But it is from Iceland, and that place is actually in a lot of movies. Prometheus. Some of the scenes from that were shot there. Because I don't know how they're doing now, but their economy crashed. So it was just dirt cheap to go there. I really want to, I've been to Iceland, but only in the airport, and I've flown over it. So, I mean, I can't really say that I've been there. I mean, I have, I guess, technically set foot on Iceland's, Icelandic soil. Because the plane didn't even like pull up where the little like door thing, the magical, like, you know, that cool tunnel you get to walk down.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's called a gate.
Yeah, okay. Well, I love those. But they didn't even have one of those. You just had to like walk
they wheeled
across
up the stairs and you walked across the tarmac.
Yeah. And then this one woman, this is totally unrelated, but she was like trying to like smoke a cigarette, and the guy was like, no, like go inside. And she was like, well, where can I smoke? And it's just something I thought was funny.
So is that woman you?
It was not me. But then that's they have like smoking rooms inside airports. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, you can't just stand out on the tarmac and rip a butt, But they don't have those in America.
I wonder why.
I don't know why. I was looking. They had them the last time I flew. In America. Because like
how are you gonna light a cigarette? Think TSA is gonna let you through with a lighter?
Yeah. They do. You can fly with a lighter.
I don't think so.
Dude, I did.
I think you're gonna get tackled.
I literally flew with a lighter on me. They don't take it away from you.
When?
Last year.
They don't take away a little bottle of shampoo, but they won't take away a fucking lighter?
No.
You can do way more damage with a lighter.
You can go on an airplane with cigarettes and a lighter.
You can't bring tweezers on an airplane.
It's actually...
How are you going to hijack a plane with tweezers?
It's not as strict as it was. Like, obviously, you can't bring a fucking box cutter or mace onto an airplane. Like, they learned their lesson. That's fucking dark. But yeah, sorry. No, it's a lot more chill. Like my sister and I going through TSA, we were just like, oh, that was it. Like flying never used to be that in the past, but I hadn't flown in years until like last year, and it was like surprisingly very chill. And yeah, you can have a lighter, doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, you just go in this little room and you light it. But see, in America, they used to have those rooms.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And then I was looking at the map of the airport, and the little smoking room was on the map still. So I went to where that was supposed to be, and there was nothing there. It didn't exist. They didn't update the map. And then I was like, oh, okay, so I have to go outside and then go through security again? And I was like jonesing the entire plane ride.
Maybe you should quit smoking.
Yeah, probably. I mean, what's your...
I'm just saying, you know, I've never had to deal with that. I don't have to deal with caffeine withdrawals either because I don't drink coffee.
Well, they do serve coffee in the airport.
But what if they ran out?
Then I would be jonesing for coffee as well.
Do you think they'd cancel each other out?
Coffee would never go away. I mean, or Red Bull or anything like that. Because if you think about it, like, you're the only person I know who doesn't, like, use caffeine. It's like the most widely used drug. And no one even calls it a drug, you know, so. But, no, I mean, sugar can be addictive, too.
Sugar is more addictive than cocaine.
Well, I mean, you also need it, too.
There was a study done in rats where they took...
I would have chosen the Coke.
Several rats, and they gave them cocaine, and they gave them sugar. And then they gave them the option of having one or the other, and every single rat went for the sugar.
Give me that sugar, baby.
Maybe it's a little different if you've been doing cocaine for 30 years.
Well, did the rats try the Coke?
Yes.
Oh.
They had cocaine, and then they had sugar, and then they gave them both.
From what I was told is sometimes, like, the first time you try it, you don't feel anything, and that's why you got to try it again. And they get hooked on it for the rest of your life. So maybe it was like the first time they tried it, they were like, yeah, nothing's happening.
I think they gave it to them a couple of times.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see that study. I find that hard to believe because I watched one where they just gave some rats crystal meth. And that rat was like methed out of his mind.
Became Master Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, he just kept scratching at the meth door. Like, it was a door.
So sad.
It actually is pretty sad because he had it's probably the same type of study. Although it's like stuff like this comes out and you're just like, I'm watching the video and I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, we already know, like, you didn't have to do this. Like, there are literally, like, we already have, like most things go from like an animal and then a person, you know, for testing, like,
correct. Yeah.
This is like, you literally already have human test subjects who are living in like Skid Row and shitting their pants and sucking cocks for this drug. Like, you didn't have to put like a rat in a fish tank and give him the option of food or meth. And like the rats, they were like, oh, the rat just, he starved to death. He was just eating the meth the whole time. It was like, yeah, like, did you want me to come and tell you that's what's going to happen? Like, it was one of the dumbest studies I've ever seen.
This is a very nice neighborhood. These people were doing this study and they never seen a meth addict.
Probably. I mean, where we live, like, I've fucking seen it.
You go.
I used to work with one, but he was sober. He was a cool dude. He just loved himself some meth back in the day. You know?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you know. I think I told you about that. That was the guy who collected all the copper wire still.
Yep.
Even though he was sober, he still had all the hustling, like, mindset, which is, like, kind of cool, because then he was just making more money, because he knew how to make money, but before he wasn't making money, because he was...
All of that revenue was going to meth.
Went to his meth, yeah.
But now it's not going to meth.
No more meth, a lot of money.
So what we're saying is, in order to make money...
You got to do meth.
You get addicted to meth.
Learn how to...
That'll force you to focus.
Your work ethic, dude, if you're a drug addict, like, the work ethic is, like, insane. I mean, it is. Like, the amount of, like, I watch Drugs Inc. all the time, and I'm like, this guy is, like, working his ass off to get high. Like, take the drugs away and have that mindset. Like, jeez. Unless you're stealing, But I heard
Which
it's
you don't condone. You only condone
no.
doing the meth, not stealing.
Yeah, or prostitution. But like they
we're never gonna get a sponsor for this. Not that
who
we
would
were anyway.
sponsor this. Meth? Walter White?
I don't know. Fuckface Podcast got sponsors.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, actually, like from what I heard, meth heads aren't really that bad. Like, I heard because I used to live in, like, it wasn't that bad, but it was considered like the bad part of town.
So not like New York or Detroit bad, but like,
Well, New York's not that bad.
some parts of New York are.
It was basically there's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th Street, and then the lower the number is the worst. Like 1st Street
Do
is.
you mean the higher the number? Or?
The lower
are you
street
talking
number
about?
there's
So one is the worst?
so there's 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, like 5th Street, and then some other, and then Stephen King lives on the top. He's Bangor. Okay. So I was on 2nd Street. 1st Street is literally like, I don't think anyone lives there. There's signs all over, boarded up houses that say, if you don't live here, don't live here.
Okay.
And I guess that's the worst place you could possibly be. It's like you walk down, it's a zombie apocalypse in certain places.
All right.
And then I was the street up from that. And then when I moved there, people were like, it's not as bad as it used to be. They cleaned it up a lot. But anyway, what was I talking about?
I don't know. We've been all over
Basically,
the place.
that I've
Talking about meth.
that okay. So that
rats.
it was meth heads aren't as bad as heroin addicts.
I can see that.
Yeah. And then
Heroin's
I got into
probably
the whole
worst,
2nd
right?
Street thing as talking about like how I know this because my neighbors were junkies.
You've been amongst the
Yes,
people.
I've seen these people. I've lived amongst the drug addicts.
You're David Attenborough.
Yeah. No, they do blow and shit like upstairs. Whatever.
You lived in the Judge Dredd apartment building.
Yeah, like like the main version of it. I mean, pretty much. There wasn't any like violence. They weren't violent people. They were just
People
like,
didn't skin
they were just getting
people that crossed them and throw them off
no,
of
they
a
would never do
balcony.
that. No, they were. We got along with them, but yeah, they were pretty fucked up people. But anyway, yeah, I heard because heroin addicts, I guess, will like steal more and stuff like that, and it makes sense because I think meth, the high lasts a lot longer, and it's
You get
cheap.
more bang for your buck.
Yeah, like you're getting high for like 6 hours for a cheap drug. So they're not, and also like it's a upper, not a downer. So you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go do a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go work. Whereas heroin, you just like nod off and like go into this dream state. Like, have you ever seen people shooting heroin? And then, I mean, I've never seen it in real life, but
I've seen Pulp Fiction. Does that count?
there's actually sure, whatever, I'll count that. But you know how they nod out?
Sure.
I guess they're not actually falling asleep.
Okay.
It's like they start having these weird, like, almost like hallucinations or something. Because I always thought, like, why would you want to take a drug that's just immediately going to make you, like, fall asleep? But I guess
Yeah,
that's...
NyQuil exists.
Yeah. No, I like NyQuil.
Get fucked up.
I don't take that stuff anymore. But it is get a good night's sleep. You
Yeah,
have
it'll take
some
you
of
out.
the weirdest dreams ever, but NyQuil is not heroin. Just want to make that perfectly clear.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, to
No,
your
but
point,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanted to fall asleep, why would you go with heroin when you could just
Right, yeah, sure.
NyQuil it
But
up?
no, it's not. You're like seeing stuff and I don't know.
It's the pink elephants from Dumbo.
Like, yeah. But yeah, you said does Pulp Fiction count? There's actually a movie called Bad Lieutenant.
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage.
Not with Nicolas Cage.
What?
There's two of them. There's a Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage. I love that movie. It's ridiculous.
It's got crack in it.
Yeah,
right?
he smokes crack. He does a ton of drugs in that. But
I haven't seen this movie. I only know about Reputation.
It's fantastic. It's Nicolas Cage, so it's like it's bad, but like in the best way.
How dare you? National Treasure. National Treasure.
No, I'm not saying he's not even
Sorcerer's
a bad actor.
Apprentice.
He's just in a ton of really bad shit. Like, but it's like it's not even bad when he's in it because that's a good movie. Like it just ends up being funny. Like that movie I really liked. And it had some parts in it that were serious, but it was just God, they were trying to be serious and it was just like who wrote like what is this shit? Anyway, it's not that movie. That is a movie, Bad Lieutenant, starring Nicolas Cage. That is a movie. There's another one, and I think it has one of the guys from. So it's also called Bad Lieutenant. It has one of the guys. I think he's in Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, he's like kind of an older. Anyway, he's this cop. Like one of the first scenes of the movie, he like drops his kids off at school, and he just like does cocaine and like drives off, and like you're like, oh okay, but there's a scene in that movie where this woman shoots heroin, and it's not fake. Like she's doing it for real.
Okay.
And they had like paramedics on the side when they shot the scene to, make sure she was fine. But like,
it's not really heroin though, right?
No, she legit shot actual heroin on film, and it's in the movie.
What year was this made?
90s.
Okay. That is too late for that to be okay.
Hold on.
If you had said like 1930, sure. That makes sense.
1992.
No. Can't do that.
No, she was already like a heroin addict anyway. And then
that doesn't make it better.
No, but well, she actually died of a heroin overdose like a couple months after the movie was filmed. But the movie's like you're watching and you're like, this is really kind of realistic, like what's going on. I guess like they shoot up, like the Bad Lieutenant shoots up. Let me see if I can find his Harvey Keitel.
Is that the same guy from Pulp Fiction?
I think he's in a lot of those. This dude. We should watch this movie.
I don't know who that is.
He's in Reservoir Dogs. You don't recognize that dude?
No.
Let me see if I can find him.
Look up Reservoir Dogs. Tell me who he was in Reservoir Dogs. That'll help.
Watch it. He's probably not even in that.
Reservoir Dogs is a good movie.
Yeah, I got that on DVD. I want to turn it, put all my DVDs back, like give them a Bull Moose or something, and just switch to only Blu-ray.
Yeah, you might as well upgrade to 4K now.
Well, I will, but I don't know. I tried to look up, because if I move, I'm probably not going to get a TV. I'm just going to use a laptop. And then I was looking up if like laptops could do 4K, and so far I haven't found like any.
You can get a 4K laptop, but you can't play a 4K disc, typically.
Yeah, that was the issue.
4K optical drives are pretty rare in terms of computers.
There's no like extension type thing you can.
No, I looked.
Really? Yeah. I just briefly looked last night.
Get PS5 for $500.
Reservoir Dogs was in 93? 93, was it?
Somewhere in there. Was it before or after Pulp Fiction?
Before. That was like his first movie. Yeah, it was in 91. So he is in it. He's Larry Dimmick, Mr. White.
Mr. White, that sounds familiar. Was he in Pulp Fiction as well?
He was in Sister Act. Pulp Fiction was 95, 94. Yeah, he was. Winston the Wolf.
Yeah, he's the guy who shows up in Pulp Fiction after they shoot the guy in the car.
When they hit a bump. Yeah.
I didn't hit shit.
I was watching that the other day before I went to work. And I love, like, it's such a good movie.
Oh, the dialogue.
But, like, no, like, it's hands down, like, it's a really, really, really good movie. But, like, if you read the description when it was on TV of, like, what it is, it's like there's not even a story there. It's just, like, it just literally just says, like, a group of people, like, go about their day. And, like, it's just, like, yeah, if you think about it, like, yeah, it's a story, but, like, there's no, like...
The ending is at the beginning. And
yeah, like,
it
it's
just doesn't make sense.
It's like a paragraph that was just, like, basically Yeah, a bunch of people are just like going about their day and stuff happens. It wasn't like the main villain like comes in.
The description for all those movies should just be, do you like Quentin Tarantino? You'll probably like this movie.
Yes, I do.
Inglourious Bastards is really good too.
Oh my god. This is Bad Lieutenant. So there's a scene where he's like fucked up and he's like cheating on his wife with these two other women. Everyone's just like all like fucked up on drugs. And he's like walking around naked. That's literally the poster for the movie is him naked.
That's pretty good.
This movie has actual heroin use in it. I gotta find that actress's name. Bad Lieutenant. Neo-noir crime drama film. Directed by Abel Ferreira. That sounds really familiar. I'm getting distracted. What else has he done? Filmography.
Was the... Hold on.
Oh, The Gladiator.
Did,
Gladiator was...
Who directed Robocop? Was it
Um,
Paul... something Haven? Who am I thinking of? Did the guy who directed Robocop also direct Starship Troopers?
I don't know. I gotta find okay. So I think she's the one who, yeah, age 37. Oh, so she didn't die from heroin. It was according to this, cocaine-induced heart failure.
So what happened in Pulp Fiction?
Right. No, so Zoe Lund. I don't know if she was French. She died in Paris. But yeah, she's
Well, if
like
you're gonna
straight
go
up.
out.
I gotta fact check that though. That's what I mean, I watched the special features when I get a movie, and they said she was actually doing heroin in it. So I don't know why they'd lie about that. Like that's not really something you'd. All right. So what was it? RoboCop.
Yeah, it was Paul Verhoeven, something like that. I want to know if he directed Starship Troopers. Robocop is a great 80s movie. Like, it's up there with The Terminator and Predator.
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, did he also direct Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That tracks. That makes sense. How do you feel about Starship Troopers?
Is that the one with
The spider aliens on the other planet?
Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah. And, Van Dien. Casper Van Dien. Who you'll probably remember most recently from that episode of, what's it called?
Your mom?
No,
Wait, what?
Strawberry Daiquiris. That thing.
That's the show you told me about. I don't.
What's it called?
The Dream something?
No,
We never finished that too.
it's not Crunch Time.
Crunch Time.
I don't think it's Crunch Time.
Don't you have the box? Oh, it was on your.
It was on the Rooster Teeth app. Look up Rooster Teeth Crunch Time, see what comes up.
Trying to find a video of this woman doing heroin.
We should absolutely finish that, by the way. You should also watch Day 5. I haven't seen Day 5 Season 2 all the way through. I should watch that. I have it all. It was like $5 for Seasons 1 and 2 on Blu-ray a couple months ago. So I bought it. But Day 5 is like a really, really interesting show. Because it's not a comedy. It's basically... if you fall asleep, you die. And that just turns on. And nobody knows why. So, like, the people who are still awake are, like, kids who are up late at night playing video games. There's, like, a crack addict.
Yeah, I definitely start smoking meth.
Who was up late smoking crack. There was, a pilot, a commercial pilot. All these people, like, you know, it's really, really cool. There's one episode where the entire episode is these doctors in a lab, and they're like they're coming up with all this stuff. They're like, oh, if we do this, we can fix this. Oh my gosh, we've discovered the cure. We figured it out. This is amazing. And then at the very end of the episode, it shows them like one of the ladies going home and getting in bed and going to sleep, and it's like that's where it starts. So what they were doing was completely unrelated. But yeah, it's a really good episode. It's a really good series. I haven't seen all of season 2 yet. Probably watch that.
I don't know what the name of that show is. I don't see anything on their wiki page.
For Crunch Time? It might have been Crunch Time.
No, it was Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, look up Rooster Teeth Crunch Time.
Crunch Time.
We should definitely finish that at some point.
Australian television series? Web series?
Crunch Time sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it is. Crunch Time is an American science fiction comedy drama series created by Andrew Disney and Bradley Jackson.
Yep.
It premiered on Rooster Teeth's website. September 11th, 2016.
Whoa. You just think you were going to drop your beer?
No. Why?
You just went... You freaked out a little bit.
Did I?
Yeah. Like, you went to, remember the other week when I knocked over my beer and then I caught it?
I do. Yeah, that was impressive.
It's all that ping pong in high school, baby. You did that, but without the knocking over. Anyway, we should probably wrap this up.
Probably, yeah.
So that we can get food and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is confirmed. Been searching the internet for this. Bad Lieutenant, actual heroin thing.
Not Nicolas Cage.
Not with Nicolas Cage, no, different movie. So, here's the answer.
Here we go.
So, yes, I understand that Zoe Lund used heroin, and even that its effects have in certain ways shaped her art. Lund is best known for screenplay of Bad Lieutenant, a film she co-wrote with director Belle Fiera. So yeah, she was shooting heroin in that scene.
Does it look like it does in Pulp Fiction? Do they stab themselves and then suck up the blood?
I haven't seen this movie in 8 years, but I'll find the clip and we can watch it anyway.
All right, we'll do that later.
I'll be eating fried avocado tacos.
After we eat some fried avocado tacos.
What's her name?
I don't remember. Something Lind.
Lind. Oh, she's funny. Anyway, yeah, so...
Next episode, episode 10, something... I'm not going to say big or cool.
Musical.
Stop it.